I've been a little bit worried about LEGO Marvel for a while. It seems that the quality of sets that we're getting is just well nothing in comparison to the other franchises. And earlier in the year when the Bowie came out, I really thought that this was going to be the best LEGO set that LEGO have released this year and that it was going to stay that way. The build's amazing and the range of minifigures you get are pretty awesome. But I was wrong. LEGO decided to drop somewhat 2 years after its release, a Spider-Man No Way Home set featuring all 3 of the Spider-Men, and a bunch more characters with it for just the grand price of $110. Now I travelled nearly 2 hours on release day in order to get this, so let's have a look and see exactly what all the hype's about. Set 76261 features 9 different characters, all from No Way Home. These characters are MJ, Ned, Green Goblin, Electro, Dr. Octopus, Doctor Strange, and then of course all 3 Spider-Men being Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland. I think the best designed minifigure has to be Electro. I love Jamie Foxx's character and the detailing with the lightning bolts spraying out of him from everywhere just steals the show. Plus the face printing is one of the best jobs of a face print that I've ever seen personally by LEGO. The biggest letdown of this set has to be the design of Ned and MJ. They're both wearing completely different outfits in the film. Ned should have a blue jacket on and not a reused red one, and MJ, besides the lack of any detail to her minifigure, but potentially falling to her death, she doesn't actually look too worried about it. Green Goblin seems okay, but to me it's slightly frustrating due to the fact that there isn't a hood. It's printed at the back, but for the price of $110, you'd hope LEGO could just up the quality slightly and not skip past the small details. Doctor Strange and Tom Holland's Spider-Man are the only non-exclusive minifigures, I believe, having both been used in different sets, but in my opinion it's also the best Doctor Strange minifigure we have ever received. The detailing on the torso and printing all over the minifigure just show the ability that LEGO have to make a fantastic design, and it's another reason why it becomes so frustrating when they take shortcuts elsewhere. But the main appeal of this set, the 3 Spider-Men, Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and of course Tobey Maguire. All 3 are amazingly detailed and probably the main reason people will end up buying this set. All 3 of them come with a second head in which you can switch to if you don't want to use their suits fully, and instead you actually want to display them as their human characters. The Amazing Spider-Man, being Andrew Garfield, is the first actually affordable version of this Spider-Man, and it has an amazing hairpiece that comes with it. It's probably a piece in which if I were to build myself as a minifigure, I'd actually use this hairpiece. The Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, being Tobey's Spider-Man, is personally my favourite of all 3. It has a real classic feel to it, as if you'd thrown yourself back nearly 20 years to the old films, and with Tobey being my favourite Spider-Man, it's nice to finally own a version of him as a minifigure. Moving on to the build itself, try not to get too hungry when you look at the eyebrows, but here we have Lady Liberty herself, very similar to the set we received from the LEGO Movie 2 a while back, but the design of this is just fabulous. I love the colour of brick that LEGO have opted to use, but mainly I also love the use of the scaffolding all around the exterior. It features a black base for more of an aesthetic appeal, and then a very clever feature with a couple of generators in which you can actually maneuver to where you like. The best bit of this though is that you can actually use these with the translucent pieces to help display your minifigures as you wish. This is a brilliant feature and also a fantastic play feature. But to my surprise, none of this build is really flimsy at all. It's actually all fairly sturdy. LEGO have done a very good job of making this set seem as there's a lot going on without anything feeling crowded or misplaced. But sadly, to my disappointment, the only minifigure that we're missing in this set is actually my favourite villain from the Spider-Man franchise. If you haven't guessed it, I am talking about the Sandman, but don't be too disheartened because he does actually feature in a different way. There's plenty of sand pieces dotted around the build, but inside of the head at the top of the Statue of Liberty, you can find yourself Sandman's hand reaching out at the top. It's an amazing hidden feature which is actually very accurate to the film. Another cool feature of this set is the use of the portals Doctor Strange opens up. Apart from the obvious one at the top, if you look at the back of this build, you can actually open up the back of Liberty's head to find a portal which opens to the actual Sanctum Sanctorum. This to me confirms that the amount of detail and features you get for just $110 is just fantastic. Now the build on its own is great and you can display the minifigures on its own separately, but it really does come to life when you add all the minifigures to it. And for those of you looking to display this set, it's quite lightweight and pretty easy to move about without crumbling. It's also not crazily big either, so it goes pretty well on a desk or even on a shelf. Now personally, in my own opinion, I would give this set 4.5 stars out of 5. I think it's brilliant, and compared to the Bowie, as much as I still adore that set, this one just reaches new levels and it is a must buy from me. But it just needed a little bit more accuracy on some of the minifigures, or another character who does appear in the film, and more importantly in this scene, to feature within this set. And if you put all of that together, then this set would have been 5 stars. But if you are a fan of Marvel and you have $110 or £95 if you live here in the UK, then I do highly recommend this set, and I'm more than certain you'll be able to enjoy this build as much as I have. So if LEGO can keep up with the recent Marvel releases, then the future of Marvel may not be doom and gloom at all, but it may actually be quite good. Let me know down below what exactly you think of this set, and whether or not this is one you'll be getting your hands on. I'm looking forward to hearing all your thoughts, but until next time everybody, stay safe, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye!